Moving Forward Ministries ministers to adult victims of sexual abuse. Here today is founder and executive director of Moving Forward Ministries, Dionna Latimer. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think this is, I read a bit about your organization, and I think it's really, really wonderful, something that's so important. And obviously right now with the whole Me Too movement, there's this sort of added spotlight to talking about sexual abuse. But to kind of set the stage, tell us how you started the organization.
Yeah, so Moving Forward Ministries actually started in 2012, and it started from myself and my sister. We are survivors of sexual abuse, and it took us over 30 years to actually speak up and tell our story. And once we did, like more than our friends that have not have been sexually abused, they spoke up and they actually told their story as well. And when we realized, we didn't know how prevalent it was. And once we realized that, we were thinking, you know what, it's time let's do something about this. And so Moving Forward Ministries began, and we now help adult survivors ages 18 and older, people who have gone on for years with the secret, and now they're ready to tell their stories.
That's wonderful. And so what do you do? I mean, what does it consist of? You have meetings. I know you do a lot of speaking engagements.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we have free support groups. So all of our services are free. We do not charge. We have free support groups, community education. So we try to go out and educate parents, teacher groups, or anybody that wants to know about issues with sexual abuse. We have community outreach. We have events that we do annually, and then we also have one-on-one client advocacy for people that just want to come in and they're maybe not ready for a group, but they want or need someone to talk to share their secret with.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I know we're going to get into kind of some steps.
Absolutely.
Both if you are a survivor as well as for parents to sort of for prevention with their own children. Before we do that, we've got some photos that we kind of want to walk through that really reflect kind of who's been involved, who's involved. So maybe you can help walk us through. We see you there. So what are we looking at here?
So I actually have, so that's myself, and my sister is one of the orange, and that was a guest on one of our shows, Be the Voice Radio. We have a radio program, which is part of our outreach program, and we bring on guests, not always about sexual abuse, but just about things that they're doing to improve our communities. So these are some of the guests that have been on our program on KXCN 1010.
That's fantastic. Yes. And I think these are some more. And do you find that when you have guests with the radio, your radio program, that people are pretty comfortable talking about their personal experience?
They are. Sometimes it's hard, but some of these people have already come forward about sexual abuse now, and they actually deal with domestic violence as well. But some people that come forward talk about their abuse. Some, it might be their first time and they're a little nervous about it. But with us being there and that we are survivors and we understand, then it's easier and it's comforting for them to be there.
Right.
Yeah. Now this photo here, I really love. This is one of our survivor photos. So everyone in this photo, we have a walk annually. It's called Stroll to Heal the Soul. And anyone that is a survivor that's willing to say, they ask for a teal shirt. So all these people in this photo, they're all sexual abuse survivors. And some of them, it's their first time ever speaking up. So that teal shirt is very, very important to them because it's a way for them to take their power back without actually having to say a word.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And that's one of our sayings. Yes, sexual abuse is not a family secret. It's a crime. Because a lot of times we keep it hidden within the family because 90% of the time it's someone you know and trust and who say it's time to speak up. And that's, again, our walks. People in the white are supporters. Now, some of them in white are survivors. They're just not ready to speak up, so they will get the white shirt. So those are supporters that are there supporting those that have been sexually abused to say, you know what, I'm going to stand with you in this fight to know that your voice has a right to be heard. And this is one of my favorites. This is actually a group of ladies that are encouraging each other because it's very emotional. It's an emotional time for them. And just to know that you're not alone and that you have others with you through this walk is very, very, words just can't even describe it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, thank you for sharing that with us. And I do want to get into that idea too, because the emotional aspect of it, it's a violation, obviously. And it's also a crime. As you're teaching. It's a crime.
It is.
So many times we sort of keep it within this sort of bubble of discussion without realizing, like, this is a law that has been broken. It's a crime. You cannot do that.
Absolutely.
And I want to kind of get into some of those details in our second half. But for now, we've got the information there for you on the screen for Moving Forward Ministries. You can go to their website. It's Moving4ward STL.com. There it is, Moving4ward STL.com. They're also on Facebook for social media. Are you on Twitter or just Facebook?
We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, Facebook, all of it.
Okay, all right. But don't go anywhere. We're going to have more with Moving Forward Ministries right after this break. Stay with us.